Hello everyone, my name is Wang Bingqi. Today, with my groupmate Dadian Yangming Eiqiqi, we are glad to give you a speech about ERP and Big Data here. So, firstly, we will introduce what is ERP and Big Data, and also the link between them. After that, we will give you several examples about how we implement the Big Data technology into ERP system. And we will also analyze its benefits and its drawbacks. Finally, we will talk about what we feel and what we learn from this model. And now let's welcome Yang Ming to give us a speech about what is ERP system.
The full name of ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. The ERP system refers to a management platform based on information technology that uses systematic management ideas to make corporate decisions. ERP is an enterprise management information system that can provide real-time information integration across regions, departments, and even companies. ERP is not only a software, but more importantly, it's a management tool. It relies the integration of internal resource and external resource relate to the enterprise. The feature of ERP, practicality. The actual application of ERP system is a management tool. ERP software coordinates lots of management departments of the enterprise, and the ERP system can improve the core competitiveness of the enterprise, thereby achieving the best economic benefits. Integration. The biggest feature of ERP is the integration of the entire enterprise information system, which is more functional than the traditional single system. Elasticity. The modular design method allows the system itself to support and integrate new modules in response to the needs of the enterprise and enhance the enterprise adaptability. Convenience. In an integrated environment, the information generated within the enterprise can be obtained and applied anywhere in the enterprise through the system. ERP system has a lot of modules: finance, human resource, manufacturing, supply chain management, and so on. Each module has a big impact on different departments of the company. For example, accounting is meant to realize the functions of ERP system for recording, accounting, reflecting, and analyzing asset management. Manufacturing module is the core of ERP system. It combines the entire production process of the enterprise, enabling the enterprise to reduce inventory and improve efficiency. ERP system is not single. There are many ERP systems customized for specific industries. New ERP solutions that can be customized support secondary development and can connect to other information systems within the enterprise are what modern manufacturing needs. The chemical, biological, and pharmaceutical industry needs tens of millions of database. Many large food industry companies have chosen Navision, Microsoft Dynamic series of ERP solutions. Its flexible feature greatly meet the needs of customers in the food industry, and it can provide more benefits for finding problems and the solutions to the problems. Next page. Next page. Big data. In the big data era, written by Victor and Kenneth, big data refers to the use of all data for analysis and processing instead of random analysis. You can see the 5V feature of big data, which are large volume, variety, high speed, velocity, high value, and veracity. Core value of big data is helping companies to compete through big data analysis. There are also many development trends in big data, such as big data marketing strategy plan, deep integration with cloud computing, and so on. Next page. Next page. What's the link between ERP and big data? For now, companies often only analyzed 12% of the data. This means that they are missing 88% of the potential insights contained in information they can't analyze. Imagine that if we add a big data analysis system to the ERP, the company can analyze more data and then they will get a better solution. Now, the combination of ERP and big data is mainly concentrated in the following fields: sales forecast and sales forecast and assistant recruitment, which my colleagues will give you a detailed introduction, and also in improving scheduling, improving the supply chain.
Now let me show you how to use this technology in sales forecast. As we can see, here is a diagram which shows the structures of the ERP system and the big data system. In the left side, the ERP system has a lot of information about the product and its sales information, which is not very useful for the company. But when we put this information into the big data system, and with the help of some machine learning method, we can get a result of the sales forecast, which turns this information more useful. Here is an example. The Walmart is an American multinational retail corporation. It uses its ERP to analyze the sales model of the old iPhone and predict market demand for new models. But we have to notice that when it comes to measuring demand for products such as the iPhone, the company cannot rely on the system of analyze. This is where integration with business analytics comes in hand. Although the connection between the sales of the new iPhone and the case does make sense, the release of the new iPhone may increase demand for some less obvious products, such as new headphones.
Then let me introduce the application of ERP based on big data technology in human resource management. Next page. Human resource managers are in charge of every aspect of the employee life cycle in an organization. The responsibility of HR including preparing or updating employment records related to hiring, transferring, promoting. Highly successful organizations understand the importance of acquiring and keeping top talent employees. HR departments are starting to tap into a massive competitive advantage by leveraging data analytics to find top performers before they are hired. They also use this method to improve the retention rates and keep their employees happy and engaged. As the technology for dealing with large sets of employee data continue to advance, this competitive advantage will soon become the new normal way. Next page. ERP can provide a large amount of employee data, and then we can use big data technology to analyze this data. Through this cooperation, we can do many things. For example, we can manage company positions, develop a staff transfer plan, develop a company's position model. This method is more effective, useful, and accurate than traditional methods. Next page. In our university, many students have already experienced one or two internships. They may all have experienced the benefit of the cooperation between ERP and big data on HR. In the internship, Your work project may be allocated through this technology. The system collects enough information about intern students, such as their abilities, their work experience, and then the system assigns them suitable and different work. Not only that, the analytics of this data can also be applied to recruiting, arranging staff working time, etc.
Now, I will introduce the application of ERP based on big data technology in raw material procurement. Big data mining can control procurement costs in the ERP procurement system, save a lot of money for enterprises, reduce procurement risks, and improve the level of procurement management of enterprises. In 2017, the big data and intelligence in the application of ERP system summit forum was held in Shanghai, Hangzhou, and other parts of China. And many scholars and entrepreneurs shared and exchanged the application of big data in the ERP system. Among them, Bokisoft is China's largest supplier of logistics supply chain management software and independent platform software, which successfully helped 200,000 domestic enterprises to carry out informatization construction, including more than 10 global top 500 companies. At this forum, Bokisoft introduced its company's ERP system and shared the company's new technology, Eagle Software Development Robot. In fact, Eagle is the representative language of codeless development technology, a specific language for business personnel to develop management information system. The Eagle language does not need manually write program codes. It only needs to select, drag, and drop on the graphical interface to model the management business. Of course, this is not the focus of today. What is important is that companies can establish an ERP system using big data through Eagle. The principle of this system is roughly that ERP analyzes data based on cloud computing, mobile internet, or blockchain that help companies to further optimize the processes such as supplier dynamic forecasting, important customer dynamic forecasting, and capital forecasting to ensure the integrity of the inventory model. And we can see in the graph, with the help of Eagle, the company's procurement costs have been reduced by 10%. The number of out-of-stocks has been reduced by 19%, and only 5% of procurement applications that require approval by the leadership. It is greatly improves efficiency.
Then we will introduce the benefit and drawbacks of ERP and big data. It is obvious that we can use data more effectively by this cooperation of ERP and big data. It is easier to make correct decisions in business, and enough forecast can avoid a lot of economy loss. It can help form better customer relationships and better meet customer needs. So, ERP and big data, there are two important things in the company.
And on the other hand, there are some drawbacks of using big data in ERP system. First, at present, big data is a cutting-edge technology, and it has high requirements in terms of hardware, software, and human resources. So the cost of using it is relatively high, which is not suitable for small businesses. And any system that analyzes data is possible to have data leakage. For example, Facebook has repeatedly reported a large number of user information leakage incidents between 2018 and 2019. This not only allows their users to bear the risk of privacy exposure, but also allows the company to get a fine. In addition, although big data forecasts have a certain accuracy, they cannot guarantee 100% accuracy. So the company needs to bear the risk of the predicted result is not entirely correct.
After the study of this course and our research, we can see that ERP system has a great effect on business management. And integrating big data into ERP system can improve data utilization. As a company needs to balance its benefits and drawbacks to decide whether to use big data or not. And thanks for your listening.